Hello guys, the first setup that we're looking at is USD CAD on the weekly time frame, and what you can clearly see is that we are pushing to the upside, and we had a few breaks of structures. Like from this point we had a break of structure, and mind you, I'm looking at the weekly time frame just to make sure that we are looking at the overall higher time frame structure. And then we had another break around this point here. Then after having that break, we continue to break another structural area, showing us that the market is pushing to the upside. There's no need for us to look for like selling opportunities in a bullish trend, né? So after that, the market reacted from this area here, of which it's some type of a support level. Then after tapping into this area, we can clearly see that we filled the overall imbalance that was around this particular point here. So after having these areas of interest being drawn out, that is when I can move over to the daily time frame just to filter out like any area of interest. For example, this one here is like the area that we expect the market to reach. I don't know when, just because we're on the weekly time frame, which means we're just gonna focus on this type of movement whereby we can maybe reach this area here, just because we can get in and out in the markets, just because it's a long trade. And then another clear area that got taken out was this one here. So on the lower time frame, that's where we get to refine all these areas of interest. So from the daily time frame, that's where we look at where we broke structures. So this is a high interest area. This is a high interest area. As you can clearly see, we had a lower low from this point. Look left, lower low, lower high, lower low. So this was the last area of interest. That is where we broke structures. And moving over to this current structure here, you can clearly see that we left out some areas of interest or some areas of imbalance. So I'm just gonna remove this one here, just because I'll be focusing on this type of internal structure, just because the higher time frame is like our outer structure. So around here, another break happened, break of structure to the downside. Then after that, we continue to break structures to the downside, leading us into that area of interest. So push to the downside, tapping into that area of interest, and you can just look left, try and refine it. That is if you want to refine. So we can refine it to this area here. And looking back again, you can see that we didn't tap the midpoint, we just tapped the zone. And then after tapping the zone, that is when we had a lower low, lower high, lower low. Then this was like the overall change of character within here on the daily time frame. So there's no need for us to look at that. We can just move over to this current structure here around here. So another break came up around here. Then we have to look at where we mitigated this area, just because we need to see like some areas of interest being tapped into on the higher time frame. So around here we had this last candle giving us this break of structure. So at the lows, which means we filled this overall imbalance around here. Let me just make sure that we tapped into it on the lower time frame, where we can just refine maybe on the 4-hour or the 1-hour time frame, just to get those snapper entries. So around here, this is like the area that I'll be expecting the market to reach, and that is like the imbalance that I was talking about, like on the higher time frame. So let me just do this, and at the bottom of that structure, that is where we want to see the market tapping into. And then I've been looking at this area of interest also, which is this one here. And mind you, we were pushing to the upside, we feel this overall imbalance, but like what I am also looking at is that we were still breaking structures to the upside. So break of structure within here, clone this one. You can just clone this thing and then continue to just draw the breaks of structures, just to get a feel of what the market is trying to tell us, just because there is always a story. There's always a story when it comes to the charts, né? So as you can clearly see, from this point we had a low and then we had a high. Instead of creating a higher high, we created a lower high and then went lower in this price action, which means that this is a clear change of character to tell us that we are trying to sell at this stage. So you can just look left and make sure that there is like any area that the market tapped into. So this is a nice supply zone of which the market tapped into slightly, failed to tap into it. So let me just do this. So we slightly tapped into it, and then that is when we created that change of character or movement to the downside. Then we left some few imbalanced areas. So the anticipation is pretty simple at this stage. We can just try and look for buying opportunities up to here or up to that extreme zone. Then we can start looking for selling opportunities from there, just because we know that we have to fill this overall imbalance. And then the market is trying to tell us that we are trying to continue to push up, but like the overall idea or the overall trade here should be selling opportunities, but like at the top of the structure. And then we failed to like mitigate this overall zone here. So those are the two factors that I am looking at the moment. So let's just look at the 4-hour, try to refine these areas just to get like those sniper entries. So around here, this is like a nice area that we can use. And at the top, let me just check. So this is also an area that we can also use, just because it seems like there were like retests around this point. As you can see, we pushed down, came back to retest, pushed down, came back to retest, then we pushed down, we left this gap here. So that is why I'm saying that I'll be looking at this high or extreme zone for us to look for those selling opportunities. So at this stage, I'll be looking at the 1 hour time frame, just because there are like some areas of interest that I'll be looking at. So on the current structure on the 1 hour time frame, we had a break within this point, break within this area here, and we continue to break structures. Let me just clone, and then I'm just gonna throw out like each and every break of structure that I'm seeing, or anything that is valid up until we reach like the current structure. So clone this one, break within this point, and then we were retesting areas of interest. For those who don't know areas of interest, I'm talking about like your demand zone and your supply. So in this case, this is your demand zone, and in this case here, this is your demand zone around here. Failed to tap, but like we pushed to the upside. Then another break came up around here, which this is a smaller break of structure, but like it works perfectly. That is if you can like time it perfectly. So around here we had another break and retest. Then we continue to break another structural area, which is this one here. And at this stage, we're just breaking structures to the upside. There is no way that you can be looking for sales, just because we are just pushing up now. So break of structure to the top. Then we left this area here of demand. And after tapping into this demand zone, that is when the market clearly pushed to the upside, just because we know that there are like areas of interest that we are targeting at the top of the structure. So that is why we are still breaking structures to the upside. So there is no way that you can start looking for sales in this type of scenario, just because you'll be caught in some wrong trades. So around here, just like that, we tapped into this demand zone. Then we continue to push up. In this case, this is the current break of structure around here, and maybe we can have like a nice trade maybe next week. I think next week, just because it's already Friday tomorrow. So around here, what I'll be waiting for is just for the market to come back into this demand zone here. I'm gonna draw everything just because like it's a lot, so we can just draw it out like this, but like we're leaving out this imbalance here. So that is why I'm saying that we can just use this last candle. I hope we don't miss any trade around here, just because there is a lot of potential of it reaching maybe the top of the structure. So let's say maybe this should be your first target, and your entry should be at the top, just to not miss like any opportunity on this one, just because if it goes, it goes. You can clearly see that it was just breaking structures and continuing to push to the upside. So that is why I'm saying that you can just place your entry at the top, just like that. Let me just do this, your inputs. So your entry price should be at like 138055, and your stop level should be at like 1.37792, and your take profit can just be open, just because we are trying to target the extreme zone on the daily time frame, of which is imbalanced. So there is like a potential for it to reach like 10%. That is if it works out in our favor, just because this is just an anticipation on USD CAD. nothing is confirmed on this one. So I'll just be waiting to see if like we push back into this area, continue to push up, and then maybe tap into areas of interest. Then that is when I can sell. Just because on the daily time frame, like I told you, there is an area that we didn't reach. There is an area that we didn't reach. So maybe we can try and reach that one, or maybe mitigate that area of interest before we can just drop to the downside, just because there is no way that we can leave like price action being like this. So there is like high possibilities that we can try and mitigate like this midpoint here. Then after tapping the midpoint, then that is when we could look for like some continuations to the downside, just because we've been coming to the downside nicely, trying to tap into this point of interest, but like we tapped into it slightly and then continue to push up. And the overall idea of like all the analysis that I make is for price action to just tap into the midpoint. Whenever it taps into the midpoint, that is when I can get like more excited or more interested in the setup, just because it shows like potential to push to a particular direction. So I think I've explained everything that you need to understand on this USD CAD setup. So you can just check it out on your own, try to understand what I'm talking about here, and I'll see you on the next one.